What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for this one I wanted to ask you guys a few questions. How are you feeling about Arachknight and this chore list? This heroic quest. Have you been enjoying it, and would you like to see more of these things added to the game? Now, for me personally, this has felt like a chore. I was super excited to get to the end of week 4. I thought this was going to be the end. I was going to get a ton of biometrics, and then I could get this guy from 1 star to 6 star, and then start playing with him and enjoying the character. Then after that, I was like, wait, once I get him from 1 star to 6 stars, how am I going to get him from 15 gears to 20 gears? And after that, how am I going to get him from tier 1 to tier 2? Then I realized week 4 is not the end of my chores, guys. There's an additional 3 weeks. From the looks of it, we're probably going to go to Tibet, Shanghai, and then Busan. But then, even if that's the case, I am definitely not going to have enough biometrics to get anywhere close to tier 2ing him, because after 4 weeks, I only have 410 biometrics. So, if that's the case, that after 4 weeks, I have 410, that means after 7 weeks, I'll probably only have like maybe 750. Say 750 after 7 weeks. That means that I'm probably going to have to spend another 750 crystals to reactivate this heroic quest again, and then play another 7 weeks to grind for another 700 bios, because 700 bios is only enough to get him to 6 stars and then work on his gears a little bit. I'm still going to need at least 450 more because I want to get his gears to 20, and then I want to get him to tier 2. And I thought all of this would have been possible by simply spending 750 crystals and then completing this thing once. I was under the impression that this heroic quest would be very, very similar to an epic quest where you complete it once, you get everything you need to complete the character, and you never have to do it again. However, from the looks of it, I'm probably going to need to pay again, do the whole thing again for another 7 weeks if I want to get this guy to tier 2 without using a mega rank up ticket or a mega advancement ticket to take him from tier 1 to tier 2. And if that's the case, is he really a free to play character? Because sure, you could save the crystals to buy a 6-star mega rank up ticket like I see a lot of you guys are doing, or you could hope Netmarble gives out some of these rank up tickets and you can get him to 6 star that way, and then you can use the first 7 weeks of his bios to work on his gears and get him to tier 2 that way. However, in my opinion, based on the looks of it, this is just another method for Netmarble to add premium characters to the game. So I will ask you guys once again, are you enjoying this heroic quest, and would you like to see more of them added to Marvel Future Fight? Because let's keep in mind that we got a premium bio-selected character in this update. Ghost Panther, absolutely love him. I think he's phenomenal. Then we also got Weapon X, an X-Gene selector character. So you mean to tell me that we basically got 3 premium characters in the same update? I don't know how I feel about that. Please let me know how you guys feel, okay? Personally, I am not liking how this feels at all, and I think that this is gonna be another way for Netmarble to squeeze some crystals out of our pockets, because sure, you can grind crystals for free, but with so many uniforms coming to the game, eventually you're gonna need to bust out your wallet, and this is just another way to milk you, especially if you need to pay once again to do the whole thing once again. If after the first purchase of 750 you can then go back and just continuously run this thing without spending another 750, then sure, he's completely free to play. You just have to grind, and after 14 weeks, you will have the character built. We'll have to wait and see, but I thought this was the end. I thought wrong, and I'm just kind of like annoyed, not upset. You guys should know already, when I'm upset, you can tell in my voice. I'm just intrigued and annoyed at the same time. But please let me know what you guys think. We're gonna build him in this video, see what we can do with him. We're not gonna get him anywhere close to 6 stars because like I told you guys, we're going all the way free to play. We're not even gonna use rank up tickets. I'm not gonna use any of my mega rank up tickets on him. I'm not using any of these. I want to see how long it's gonna take to build this guy completely for free without tickets, because a lot of you guys are going to be doing that. So I want to see how long it takes me. That being said, let's jump over here and I'm going to actually rank him up a couple times, see how far we can push him. Then I'm going to level him up and we'll take him into some Shadowland stuff and try him out a little bit. All right, so we have enough to get him to 5 stars. I could use a 5-star ticket because I have 24 of these, but we're not doing that. We're gonna do it free to play, no tickets, and I'm gonna see how it goes, man. I really want to see if you get enough to get him all the way to 6 stars, all the way to tier 2 without having to spend after that initial purchase, right? So let's master him and we'll jump into Shadowland. I want to test him out a little bit more specifically against Moon Knight and see how he compares to Moon Knight. We'll level him up real quickly here since I have a ton of chips. I'll just get rid of some of the lower end ones. I don't really need these. There we go. All right, level 55. Let's level up that skill. All right, so his 5th skill, I don't have that yet. Damage immunity. I already have an ISO set on him. I got Power of Angry Hulk. I think I spent only like 200,000 gold. I got this. This was the first one I got, and I just tossed it on him. Like, I'm gonna leave it there because I don't see myself doing too much with this guy, right? We'll max out these skills though. This is definitely not the best ISO set for him. You definitely want to go with Overdrive, but for me, I'm not trying to spend 20, 30, 40 million gold just to get Overdrive for this guy. Sorry, not sorry. No thank you. Okay, so let's get these gears to at the very least 15. Like, I'm sure he's incredibly powerful, so I shouldn't be like trying to shit on him saying I don't want to spend that much gold for him. It's just that he's not like one of my favorite characters in the game. Like, he's no Deadpool to me, right? So selling out 20 million gold for someone like Arachknight is not really something that I can just easily do when I have other stuff I can spend my gold on. I don't have an obelisk on him, but we'll test him out as is. What does he have? Well, his physical attack is so freaking low. Well, obviously because he's not even at 6 stars yet, but because of his crowd control, he's actually a pretty solid character for Shadowland, and that's where we're going to test him anyways. Let's see. His stats are actually pretty decent. Is he immune to web? Yeah, he is. Okay, cool. All right, so all we're really missing is a little bit of skill cooldown, some more ignore defense, and some crit rate. That's actually pretty solid. Let's jump into Shadowland really quickly right here, and we'll test him out on floor 17 against this Rocket Raccoon boss mode. Let's see how well he does here. Now, I'm not expecting him to do stellar since he's only at 5 stars, but if he can at the very least beat this, then that's actually pretty good. I can't lie. All right, so I'm going to try my best to get rid of the pots as quickly as possible because I really want to see what this guy's DPS is like, because some of you guys have been telling me that he has insane DPS, and I find that incredibly hard to believe because at the end of the day, he's a combination of Spider-Man and Moon Knight. And while you guys already know I absolutely love Spidey and I think Moon Knight is cool and all, neither one of those characters have insane DPS. And if this guy somehow has like insane DPS and they don't, you already know I'm gonna be pissed that my Spidey don't have like insane DPS. Like, there's no way this guy should have more DPS than my Spider-Man. Like, get out of here. But it looks like he's actually pretty strong, I can't lie. Okay, I gotta move out of that. Well, I don't really have to because he can heal. I really want to see though, like, how fast can he do this at 5 stars? Oh, I gotta take out this pot. I don't want him to look worse than he is. Can't lie. He's doing much better than I thought, given the fact the pots are in here. Let me go take these things out. Okay, stop hitting me from behind, you clown. The 4 looks really bad. Like, the tracking on the 4 looks like it's garbage. Wow. Okay, look at this, guys. Look at the 4. What is that? It looks like it barely deals any damage. Honestly, I think his 1 and his 2 is way better than his 4. Yeah, like, the dodge is just making it so that this is taking forever, bro. Yeah, I'm kind of happy I didn't waste a ton of gold trying to get this guy overdrive, because I don't see him being a meta character. I don't. Granted, I don't have him at tier 2. I don't even have him at 6 stars. But I don't see him shaking up the meta. Like, sure, the web is going to be really, really useful for timeline battle. But once you're running debuff, that's out the window. What's next, right? I don't know, man. I guess we'll see if after 7 weeks I have enough to get into tier 2. And if not, what happens? Do I have to pay again? Or if I can run all 7 weeks again for free to get free bios to complete them? Anyways, guys, let me know how you feel about this heroic quest for Arachknight. Personally, I'm kind of annoyed, but I'll keep trucking. I'm gonna do this thing free to play. Not gonna spend any of my tickets. Let me know how far you guys are, though. And if you have him at tier 2, do you think he's worth it? That's it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Peace out.